When the summer sun climbs above the Black Sea, Varna awakens in a shimmer of golden sand, copper-domed churches and cafe chatter flavored with salty breeze. Bulgaria's sea capital is older than Athens, yet its spirit feels forever young. Open-air concerts echo through leafy promenades, yachts bob beside Roman ruins, and night markets serve chilled rakia beside art house cinemas. To discover how history, hedonism, and high culture mingle in this maritime city, join a stroll through 8 essential wonders whose stories unfold like a coastline, one curve forever, tempting you to see what lies beyond. 1. Sea Garden and the Black Sea Promenade. Begin where Varna's pulse meets the waves. The Sea Garden, a 2-kilometer ribbon of lime, chestnut, and cedar trees, drapes the bluffs above the Black Sea. Couples pedal tandem bikes past rose beds, violinists busk beside fountains, and children chase soap bubbles that drift like tiny rainbows toward the horizon. Descend any stairway, and you emerge on a wide promenade, lined with beach bars pulsing soft house beats. Swim at dawn, when the water glows pink beneath a sherbet sky. Then return at night to watch the moon lay a silver highway across the open sea. In every hour, the Sea Garden feels like Varna's living room, equal parts botanical museum, seaside boardwalk, and cultural stage. 2. Archaeological Museum and the Gold of Varna. Step inside the neo-Renaissance halls of Varna's Archaeological Museum and you behold treasure that redefined human chronology. Unearthed in 1972, the Gold of Varna, 6,000-year-old bracelets, diadems, and a perfectly wrought scepter, belongs to the oldest known worked gold collection on Earth. Display cases glow with solar intensity, their contents proving that long. Before pharaohs, craftsmen along these shores balanced aesthetics with spiritual gravity. Beyond the gold, Thracian helmets, Greek amphorae, and Byzantine icons trace a timeline in which Varna shifted from trading port to crucible of empires. Leave knowing the city's present sparkle is merely the latest refraction of an ancient gleam. 3. Cathedral of the Assumption of the Virgin. Silhouetted against the city center, the cathedral's burnished copper domes catch afternoon light like newly minted coins. Built in 1886 as a thank you to Russian liberators, the church fuses neo-Byzantine arches with rose stone walls quarried nearby. Inside, candle-lit icons shimmer beneath vaults painted cerulean and gold, while the scent of beeswax mingles with distant incense. Climb the bell tower's spiral staircase, 143 steps echoing with each footfall, and the reward is a panoramic fresco of Varna, shipyards, sea, and the distant ridge of the Franga Plateau. 4. Roman Thermes. A 5-minute walk through cobbled alleys delivers you to the 3rd largest Roman bath complex in Europe. Built when the city was Odessos and toga gossip filled these vaulted chambers. Archways still soar more than 20 meters, framing the sky like broken teeth of an ancient colossus. Stand on mosaic fragments where nobles once strolled between Caldarium and Frigidarium, and note how grass now claims marble benches, a quiet reminder that leisure and ruin can share the same footprint over enough centuries. Visit after dusk when strategic lighting bathes stone in amber and the baths feel part ruin, part stage set awaiting new actors. 5. Aladzha Monastery Duct. North of the city, dense oak and hornbeam forest hides a vertical monastery carved directly into sheer limestone. In the 13th century, hermit monks hollowed chapels, crypts, and refectories into the cliff, painting faded frescoes of saints who seem to float on stone clouds. A wooden staircase now coils upward, connecting terraces where swallows nest in forgotten cells. At the summit, look toward the sea glittering 5 kilometers away. And imagine bells once ringing over vineyards and prayer gardens. Stay for the evening sound and light show that projects Byzantine motifs onto the rock face, reviving centuries of silent devotion in vivid color. 6. Pobiti Kamani, the Stone Forest. Drive 20 minutes inland and the lush coastal plain suddenly sprouts hollow stone columns up to 7 meters tall, as if an army of petrified giants froze mid-March. Scientists debate whether these cylinders formed from coral reefs or methane eruptions. Local legend claims they are titans punished by gods. Whatever their origin, walking among them feels like roaming a lunar desert, interrupted by acacia shrubs and the rustle of hoopoes. Touch a column, and it rings with surprising hollowness, a geological flute waiting for the wind to play an ancient tune. 7. Asparuhovo Beach and Bridge. Cross the soaring Asparuhov Bridge, strung 50 meters above Varna Lake, and city bustle fades into a laid-back district where fishermen mend nets beside pastel cottages. Asparuhovo Beach stretches with fewer umbrellas and more driftwood than its central counterparts, making it perfect for kite surfers who harness steady crosswinds. Order grilled mackerel from a shack painted sea blue and lime. Then watch cargo. Ships glide from the industrial port toward Istanbul, their wakes tracing invisible trade routes thousands of years old. 8. Golden Sands, Nature Park, and Riviera. A half-hour bus ride north, the famed resort of Golden Sands shimmers with cocktail bars and parasail shoots. Yet just behind the hotels rises a protected beach and hornbeam forest, alive with woodpecker drumming. Hiking trails meander to panoramic clearings where the sea stretches like turquoise silk, bordered by quartz-rich sand so bright it gave the resort its name. Visit the 500-year-old Aladzha Spring hidden in foliage, where cold water gushes from a rock and locals swear by its rejuvenating powers. As the afternoon heat softens, descend to the shoreline for one last swim in water, warmed by both sun and centuries of myth. 8 places and roughly 800 words cannot capture every shade of Varna, the jazz festivals echoing from Romand. Baths. The midnight bow of a cruise ship ablaze with deck lights, the taste of tartar soup cooling a July noon. Yet they sketch a portrait. A city where Thracian gold and Soviet mosaics, hermit cells and beach clubs, Black Sea squalls and lavender dawns blend into an ever-shifting seascape of culture and comfort. Spend an evening on the Sea Garden bench, or a lifetime in the labyrinth of its streets, and you may realize Varna's greatest wonder is not any single sight, but the seamless way they all converge, like waves folding quietly upon the same luminous shore.